Welcome to the My Disability Database instructional video. In this video, we will discuss the 5-day rule and how it applies to the software. What is the 5-day rule? Basically, on January of this year, this rule went into effect. However, it was not enforced till May, where basically the Social Security Administration is saying you're not allowed to submit any medical evidence on behalf of your claimant 5 business days prior to the scheduled hearing date. The beauty of My Disability Database software, it is fully customizable. If Social Security all of a sudden comes up with a new rule, regulation, HALEX, whatever, we will easily make those changes in the application and apply that to all our clients. So in this video, I will discuss the 5-day rule workflow and how it affects your team and how to use it. There are basically 4 topics that I will touch upon: alerts, reports, the 5-day checkbox, and how to find the 5-day rule days remaining counter. So let's go ahead and dive into the 5-day rule workflow. And obviously, if you have any questions, please submit them to support@mydisabilitydatabase.com. So let's start with the alerts. If I go into the MDD upcoming appointments, you'll see that I have several appointments that are assigned to me as the representative. Let me start with Tiger Woods. If I open up this case, you will see this is the standard notification for any confirmed appointments. Basically saying that the case has a hearing that's scheduled. The claim type, stage, appointment type, and the day of that hearing. Now I have another case that I just pulled up. In this particular situation, the My Disability Database will come up with a notification to alert you that the 5-day rule applies when it's at least 20 days. In this situation, you will see that there's 14 days, and the alert is basically saying that the hearing is approaching within the next 20 days. Again, you will notice that you will still get your standard notification for all confirmed appointment. That will never go away until the appointment is actually changed to completed, or the status is changed to something else other than confirmed. Now in this situation, we do have an instance where the 5-day rule was not met. In other words, the caseworker or the team failed to submit the medical information prior to the 5 days, or they just simply forgot to check off the checkbox. So let's see what we're talking about here. So if we go to the claim stage overpayment, additional information for this hearing case stage, and go into appointments, you will see that we have a checkbox called 5-day medical submission rule met. Again, in this situation, we failed the 5-day rule. So if I check off the box, it'll give me an alert saying I'm unable to set this, okay, because the 5-day medical submission rule was not met. You will also notice that right in the in this section, you have the countdown of days remaining. And in this particular situation is 0, because I believe today is the date that the person is actually scheduled for hearing. Now in this case, you see the alert with 2 types of hearings. The system does allow you to have multiple hearings, provided that the claims are different. And in this situation, you see we have an SSD claim for a hearing, and we also have a disabled widows benefits claim type with a remand hearing. So let's look at both situations. Now for the remand hearing, okay, if I go to additional information under appointments, you see there's 28 days remaining before the actual hearing date. So in this situation, you're not going to get a pop-up until day 20. This is what we've set up. Now, if your firm or your practice wants us to change that, we can. So we could customize that to your needs. Also, keep in mind that if at any time all the medical information has been submitted, you could just simply check off the 5-day medical submission rule met checkbox. That's not a problem. Now, for the second hearing type, in this case, the 5-day rule already has been met. It's been checked off, so that's why you're not getting the pop-up. Now, let's dive into the reporting features. If we go into reports, appointments, click on appointments, and you will see that we have a section here to filter out the 5-day rule. If I simply want to see all the cases that have upcoming confirmed appointments and the 5-day rule has not been met, I just filter it by not met. And I will get a report that will show me all the hearings, and on the last column you see it'll say not met and how many days are remaining. Okay, so this applies to the report, the diary, whatever you guys want to call it. Again, I could filter the report by showing me now all those cases where the 5-day rule has been met and we have an upcoming hearing. And when I filter the report by saying show me all the 5-day rules that have been met, you see I will get everything in here too. Okay, again, I could filter this report any way I want. I'm just, in this particular video, we're just showing you the 5-day rule and how it applies. And like I said, I discussed the reporting feature, where to find the countdown. So that was basically all I wanted to show you in terms of the report. Again, we're here to help. If you have any questions, any concerns, or you need any further assistance, please feel free to either click the support page to contact us. You can submit your questions, your answers, submit a ticket, and someone from our team will get back to you as quickly as possible. Thank you for your time. And again, this is My Disability Database, your Social Security software experts. You have a good one. Bye-bye.